Guys, what if I told you that one of the biggest football nations in the world has been hiding massive corruption? The truth is coming now, and it's devastating. Argentina, the land of Messi, the land of Maradona. But there's a criminal dark side that the media is hiding from you. And today, Robert's Football Talk is going to expose everything that they don't want you to know. Stay with me, because this story is absolutely insane and will shock you. Let's start with the brutal truth. Argentina Football Association, the AFA, has been operating like a criminal organization for decades. Behind closed doors, hardcore corruption, systematic bribery, professional money laundering, all of it. Major news outlets reported in 2022 that officials in the Argentine Football Association stole millions and millions of dollars in bribes. Multiple sources confirmed this. We are talking about serious criminal money here. These corrupt officials were deliberately taking payments from companies that wanted to do business with the AFA, and in return, those criminal companies would get unfair special treatment and rigged contracts. This is organized crime. But wait, it gets absolutely worse and more disgusting. This is where it gets really unbelievable, guys. Keep watching, because what I'm about to tell you is insane. The AFA officials didn't just take bribes from businesses. They were actively manipulating match results. Yes, you heard that. Right. Manipulating match results deliberately. Players were being paid cash to throw games and lose on purpose. Referees were being bribed with huge sums of money to make wrong decisions intentionally. The entire integrity of Argentine football was completely destroyed and ruined. Thousands of honest fans spent their hard-earned money that they worked for to watch matches that were already decided in criminal meetings behind closed doors. How absolutely messed up is that? International media reports showed that between 2015 and 2020, there were over 50 highly suspicious matches in Argentine football leagues, 50 separate incidents, and most of them had the clear fingerprints of organized corruption all over them. Experts couldn't ignore it. But here's the absolutely craziest and most shocking part that will make your blood boil. The dirty money didn't stay in Argentina. These criminal corrupt officials were deliberately sending millions and millions of dollars to offshore accounts. Hidden bank accounts in Switzerland, Panama, and the Cayman Islands. They were hiding money from authorities. This is textbook professional money laundering. The AFA was basically a washing machine for dirty criminal money. Major international investigations confirmed this. Federal prosecutors from multiple countries started aggressive investigating in 2021, and what they discovered was absolutely shocking and disgusting. Secret meetings with criminals, hidden payments to offshore accounts, coded messages between corrupt officials using encrypted apps. One caught official, exposed by federal wiretaps, was literally caught on audio, saying exactly how much he was charging for. Fixing matches. $10,000 per goal that we need to change. The corrupt official literally said on a recorded wiretap, $10,000 per goal. Each time, think about that for 1 second. A goalkeeper makes a mistake. The opposing team scores. But it wasn't an honest mistake. It was bought and paid for like a transaction. And the players, the young players, some of them knew exactly what was happening and were forced to participate. Young players were being threatened and pressured by their coaches, who said, if you want to move to a big club, you need to help us in this match. You have no choice. These vulnerable young guys were completely trapped. They had innocent dreams of becoming professional footballers. But to achieve those dreams, they were forced to participate in serious criminal corruption and match fixing. The intense pressure was unbearable. Refuse to fix a match, and your entire career gets destroyed and ended. Accept, and you become complicit in a full criminal enterprise. Some brave players actually went to the authorities and risked everything. But by that time, the corruption was so deeply embedded, so systematically organized into every level, that it was almost impossible to stop completely. Wait, there's much more that will absolutely infuriate you. The AFA officials weren't working alone like some small operation. They had direct connections with violent gambling syndicates, major crime organizations that were betting billions and billions of dollars on deliberately fixed matches. These criminal organizations would place huge bets with the certain knowledge that the match was already decided in advance. It's the ultimate inside scam and theft from innocent people. Just one criminal organization alone made over $300 million from fixed Argentine matches. $300 million in criminal profits. Just one group. And who directly benefited from this massive theft? The corrupt officials got rich. The violent gambling rings got richer. The criminals got rewarded. Everyone except the honest fans and the hardworking players who were victimized. The government of Argentina finally stepped in around 2020 after massive public pressure. Federal raids with armed agents, dramatic arrests on live television, confiscation of expensive assets. But by that time, the damage was already done and permanent. The harm to Argentine football was irreversible. Here's what really gets me absolutely angry and furious. Millions of innocent young kids in Argentina dream of playing football honestly. They practice every single day with pure intentions. They work hard. They believe in the system. But the entire system was broken and rotten from the top. The people who were supposed to protect football were deliberately using it as a tool for personal gain and criminal profit. When honest kids found out about the systemic corruption, many of them completely lost hope. They started to believe that hard work doesn't matter, that only money and criminal connections matter in life. That's the real and devastating cost of corruption. It doesn't just steal money. It steals dreams from children. The criminal investigation is still ongoing right now and getting worse. As of today, more than 30 corrupt officials have been arrested or are under active investigation for serious crimes. More than 15 dishonest coaches have been implicated in the scandal. Banks have frozen millions and millions of dollars that belong to these criminals. But here's the major problem that's infuriating. They haven't recovered all the stolen money. Billions are missing. Some expert investigators estimate that the total stolen amount could be over $500 million. $500 million gone. Stolen. Missing. The AFA claims they are cleaning up their act now. They say new reforms are in place, new oversight, new promised transparency. But can you really trust an organization that was this deeply corrupt? Can you really believe that they have genuinely changed after years of criminal activity? Many people in Argentina are rightfully skeptical, and they have every reason to be. What does this horrific situation mean for Argentine football going forward? The national team has suffered tremendously. The leagues have suffered from loss of credibility. The global reputation of Argentine football has taken a massive hit that will take years to recover. When other countries think of Argentina football now, they don't just think of Messi and the World Cup wins anymore. They also think of corruption and match fixing and criminal organizations. It's sad and unfair to the millions of honest fans who were betrayed. But it's the harsh reality we are forced to live in. Young players are now facing constant extra scrutiny and suspicion. People are questioning whether their achievements are real and earned or bought with corruption money. This is the toxic legacy of corruption. It taints and destroys everything it touches. So what's the solution going forward? Complete total overhaul from top to bottom. That's what expert investigators say. The AFA needs to be completely rebuilt from the ground up with NO survivors from the corrupt era. New leadership that has absolute zero tolerance for corruption. New systems that make it literally impossible for officials to hide money or make secret deals under any circumstances. Independent oversight from international bodies. International external auditors watching everything. Complete transparency in every single transaction or decision. Is this actually happening right now? Partially, but many expert observers believe it's not happening fast enough and not strong enough. And here's the critical thing that deeply worries me and should worry you. If corruption could happen in Argentina in such massive scale, it can happen anywhere, in any country, in any sport on earth. This should be a major wake-up call for FIFA and every football federation in the entire world. You need to check your own organizations carefully. You need to ask hard questions. You need to demand complete transparency. Because if you don't, corruption spreads like a disease. It grows and infects everything. Before we wrap up, I want to say something personal and serious. I love football. I genuinely love this sport. I love the passion. I love the competition and the beauty. But I cannot and will not love a sport that is built on lies and corruption and criminal activity. As fans, We deserve better. We deserve honest matches that are real. We deserve officials who actually care about the sport, not just filling their bank accounts. If you agree with me, if you believe that corruption needs to be exposed and stopped completely, then you absolutely need to subscribe to Robert's Football Talk right now. We are not afraid to talk about the uncomfortable truths that mainstream media refuses to cover. We are not afraid to call out corruption wherever it exists. Your subscription directly helps us continue this important work. Your subscription tells us that you care about the real integrity of the sport. Hit that subscribe button immediately and right now. Don't just watch this video. Subscribe. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything. Be part of a community that demands real change. Share this video with your friends and family. Let them know about the corruption that's happening in Argentina. Start serious conversations. Create awareness in your communities. The only way corruption dies forever is if we all stand together and say no louder. Thank you for watching Robert's Football Talk. We will continue to bring you the real stories that mainstream media is too scared to talk about. We will continue to expose corruption everywhere. We will continue to fight for the integrity of football. If you have information about corruption in football anywhere, contact us now. Reach out immediately. Help us expose the truth to the world. Together, we can make a real difference. This has been Robert's Football Talk. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and remember, the truth always comes out. Always, no matter what. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see you in the next video where we expose more corruption.